enter a world of horror you'll never forget with Psychosphere. Support the channel, subscribe. Sophie had always loved social media. She had grown up with it and was an early adopter of Instagram. She loved nothing more than sharing her travels and her life with her thousands of followers. And the more attention she got, the more she wanted. But lately, things had started to go wrong. It started with small things, messages from strangers, comments that were a little too personal. Sophie tried to ignore them, but she couldn't shake off the feeling that someone was watching her. One day, she received a message from a new follower with a username that made no sense. There was no profile picture, no followers, and no posts. The message simply said, "I'm watching you." Sophie felt a chill run down her spine as she stared at the message. She tried to shake off the feeling of unease, thinking that it was just a prank or a troll account. But things only got worse from there. Strange things started happening in her apartment. Sophie would hear footsteps when she was alone, and she would find her belongings moved to odd places. She felt like she was being watched, and the feeling only grew stronger as the days went by. Then one night, Sophie woke up to find a strange figure standing at the foot of her bed. She couldn't make out its features, but she knew that it was watching her. She screamed, and the figure disappeared. Shaken to the core, Sophie knew that she had to do something about it. She contacted the police, but they couldn't find any evidence of a break-in or stalking. They told her that it was probably just her imagination. But Sophie knew that it was more than that. She started posting about the strange occurrences on her social media accounts, hoping that her followers would help her figure out what was going on. As she was scrolling through the comments, she noticed that one user had been commenting on all of her posts, often with strange, cryptic messages. The username was a string of random letters and numbers, and the profile had no picture or information. Sophie realized that this user had been following her for months, leaving messages and watching her every move. She had unknowingly let a stranger into her private life and put herself in danger. Fearing for her safety, Sophie deleted all her social media accounts and moved to a new city. But she could never shake off the feeling that the stranger was still watching her, waiting to strike again. Years later, Sophie learned that the person who had been stalking her was an ex-boyfriend who had created fake profiles to keep tabs on her. She was lucky to have escaped with her life. But she knew that not everyone was as fortunate. The Haunting of the Influencer is a cautionary tale about the dangers of social media and the risks of oversharing online. Be careful who you let into your life and always be aware of your surroundings.